Scotts Bluff Country Club hosted the 115th Nebraska Amateur Championship in late July. The club spent the summer preparing, but just a month before the tournament, disaster struck. A hailstorm came through, leaving craters in the golf course.
I think June 23rd was the actual date. It was a Friday night, and there were some gnarly storms that started over in kind of eastern Wyoming, and they said there was a chance of good storms, but started watching the radar early and hopefully, thinking maybe we'd dodge some of them. I think they said racquetballs, close to racquetball size. A lot of them looked like eggs. Like they were big, definitely bigger than golf balls.
Max Hayden felt, the director of golf at Scotts Bluff Country Club, knew that the road to hosting the amateur championship would be a long one.
First reaction was, dang, this is gonna stink. The state am's been in the back of our mind, all summer basically, and all prep work basically leading up to was, we got to make sure we're ready for the state am. Everything we did was, hey, can this work still, and can we still host this event?
Todd Orton, the superintendent, began working right away.
We started out just rolling the greens and then went through a process of Vertic cutting, top dressing heavy, and then we actually deep tie and aerated them. And that we kind of kept repeating the top dress Vertic cut over this last month.
Orton explains that his crew had to do some very technical work to get the course back into shape.
The Vertic cut is when you cut vertically into the turf. It kind of helps pull up usually ball marks, which hail's a little different where they're jagged, they're different sizes. The greens that faced west caught it worse. The top dressing, we went in as heavy as we could with the sand we had. We weren't prepared to top dress that heavy. When we deep tie and aerate, we go in with about a 3/8 tine, about 10 inches deep. The other advantage to that, it kind of pushes the divots back together.
Their work paid off and the course healed. But during round one of the championship, heavy rain led to the course becoming unplayable. The grounds crew, however, was unfazed.
Our superintendent is a good superintendent, and he wasn't real worried. Some of those ruts that maybe carts make and just the squishy stuff, we've already found out this year it heals pretty fast.
Everyone in this tournament are golfers, obviously. They've tried to stay in the rough, use 90-degree rule, that kind of thing. So the golfers have done a pretty good job. Sometimes the maintenance staff will do more damage than the golfers will because we got to mow fairways, try to get out and move our heavier equipment around.
From the hail damage to extremely wet conditions, both Hayden Felt and Orton praised the members of Scotts Bluff Country Club for their help in taking care of the course.
We've got a really good group of members that care a lot about this place, and I bet we had a dozen at least come out and whatever they could do. I had a couple members on some of the rollers. We had some members on the greens, mowing. We had guys trying to fix those hail marks with divvy tools.
We have a great membership. They really take ownership in the course, come out and help. I got tons of text messages after the storm. I've had members helping during this little break. I see members out filling divots with sand. Never asked them to do that. They just come out and help. So it's been a good place to be.
The journey was long and arduous, but the staff and members of Scotts Bluff Country Club couldn't be more proud of the championship atmosphere they helped create for the 115th Nebraska Amateur Championship.